Electioneering. It is no secret that the president's bread and butter is being out on the campaign trail. He likes it so much that just days after the inauguration, he already established a re-election campaign office and staff. Since becoming president, he has scheduled campaign-like rallies in several parts of the country. It is like a junkie on drugs. He just can't get enough of it. There are reasons for this. Among them are the unfettered nature of the campaign speech. He enjoys speaking off the cuff. In fact, even when his staff prepares well-crafted speeches, he often goes off script and says whatever it is that comes to mind regardless of the consequences. It is often obvious from his staff's reaction and the rhetoric that they are surprised by what he is saying and are in the process of thinking through what they will need to do to pick up the pieces. One of the other reasons is that the audience is well crafted. Select people have been chosen who are known supporters. Critics are not allowed into the arena, although some do slip in from time to time. His so-called base is well represented and in full force. They are there to support their man and let him know how much they like him. The cheers and applause are like a drug flowing through his veins, carrying him higher and higher, making wilder and wilder claims and statements. Of course, when the campaign actually begins, there will be people who will be calling him to account for his words and what he has done. Now he rails against the press for doing that, but during the campaign, members of his own party and the opposition party will take off the gloves, and it may look like a royal free-for-all. In fact, I will not be surprised if during the first debate, even maybe the first public campaign stop, where the audience is not pre-selected, we don't begin to experience something which only he did during the previous campaign. I fully expect those who are debating him to say, "Liar, liar, pants on fire," when he opens his mouth. Sure, this is a schoolyard taunt prevalent among preteens, but so are the name-calling and bullying tactics which characterize the president's verbiage. This taunt will probably be front and center at all of his engagements. Just as he taunted his opponents, not allowing them to speak without the pervasive murmuring taunting he clearly and not so quietly broadcast. I expect his new opponents to constantly assail him with "Liar, liar, pants on fire." Furthermore, I think because of his lack of credibility and propensity to fabricate lies which serve his agenda, it will be common fare for the general public to mock him at every stop. Those in attendance will shout, "Prove it," anytime he makes a statement. The other thing I expect to hear is, "Show us the facts." He claims to know everything and has all the valid information for each of his positions. I'm sure that those who oppose him will ask him repeatedly to show his cards and prove that what he is saying is accurate. They will not let him get away with just saying things which he expects everyone to believe just because they came out of his mouth. That will not be enough. He will have to prove that what he is saying is accurate and verifiable. Unfortunately, this will be very difficult for him because he plays very loosely with the facts and will have no way to prove what he is saying is accurate. It'll be interesting to see when the voters, not the media, are the ones asking him to back up his claims. My guess is that we will see fewer freewheeling campaign stops which are not orchestrated, and those that are will have people peppered throughout whose role it is to silence those who are taunting him, asking him to prove what he is saying. While there was some of this in the last election, I'm sure we haven't seen anything yet like it will be.